What happens when the ancient sages' most guarded acoustic secrets could be humanity's last hope against ecological collapse, while our planet accelerates toward thermodynamic chaos? With biodiversity collapsing at rates 1,000 times faster than natural extinction cycles, could the vibrational frequencies encoded in Sanskrit mantras actually restructure reality itself? The survival matrix indicates something extraordinary as Earth's magnetic field weakens by 5% per decade and our biosphere enters unprecedented entropy acceleration. The same sound frequencies that ancient civilizations used to manifest abundance are now being validated by quantum physics. But here's what the extinction probability calculations won't tell you. These aren't just mystical chants. They're precise acoustic technologies that operate at the intersection of consciousness and matter. The quantum entanglement of sacred sound. Picture this, you're chanting Om Shrim Mahalakshmaya Namah at 3 a.m., thinking you're just hoping for better finances, when suddenly you realize you're actually manipulating the fundamental fabric of space-time. The 528 Hz frequency embedded within this Lakshmi mantra, the same frequency scientists call the love frequency, literally repairs DNA at the molecular level 1. Ancient sages understood thermodynamic principles we're only now discovering. Sound creates matter, not the other way around too. But wait, there's a pattern interrupt coming that will shatter everything you think you know about prosperity mantras. The Vedic tradition holds that mantras don't just influence your bank account. They restructure the quantum field itself. 3. When you understand that every word, every thought, every intention emits vibrational frequencies that attract similar energies through the law of resonance. 4. You begin to grasp why ancient rulers guarded these sound formulas like state secrets. They weren't just seeking wealth, they were engineering reality. Climate tipping points and consciousness frequencies. Here's where survival consciousness meets quantum mechanics as our planet hurdles past climate tipping points, with atmospheric CO2 levels triggering feedback loops that could render Earth uninhabitable within decades. The same vibrational principles that manifest individual prosperity might be our species' key to planetary healing. Could quantum consciousness accelerate ecological restoration? The ancient Om Vasudhara Svaha mantra, dedicated to the Buddhist goddess of abundance, operates on 432 Hz frequency, a harmonic that resonates with Earth's natural vibration 5. Scientists studying cymatics have observed how sound waves organize matter into geometric patterns, suggesting that specific frequencies can literally restructure physical reality. 6. When matter itself responds to acoustic commands, what happens when 8 billion humans synchronize their consciousness through prosperity mantras during ecological crisis? Mass extinction coefficients and sacred acoustics. The survival data is stark. We're experiencing the 6th mass extinction, with species disappearing at rates that would make the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs look like a minor inconvenience. Yet ancient Sanskrit texts describe mantras that could cure illnesses and remove karmic imbalances. 3. What if these weren't metaphors but precise instructions for reversing entropy at planetary scales? Consider the Ganesh mantra, Om Gan Ganapate Namah, traditionally chanted to remove obstacles. 7. But when quantum physicists study how observation affects reality, with particles behaving differently when observed, we realize consciousness itself shapes the physical world. 8. If collective human consciousness, focused through specific acoustic frequencies, can influence quantum fields, could synchronized mantra chanting actually remove the obstacles preventing ecological healing? The thermodynamic rebellion of ancient frequencies. Here's a pattern interrupt that will recalibrate your understanding. Traditional physics assumes entropy always increases. Systems decay toward chaos, but the prosperity mantras suggest something revolutionary. The Om Shrim Burzi combination, described as having the power to transform poverty into abundance, operates on principles that seem to violate thermodynamic laws. 9. How can sound patterns reverse entropy? The answer lies in what quantum mechanics calls non-local correlation, the phenomenon where particles remain connected across vast distances. When you chant prosperity mantras, you're not just affecting local reality. You're creating quantum entanglements with abundance fields throughout the universe. The ancient sages understood what we're rediscovering. Consciousness is the architect of reality, and sound is consciousness made manifest. Biodiversity collapse and vibrational healing. As ecosystem collapse accelerates, with insect populations crashing by 2.5% annually and ocean pH levels dropping toward acidification tipping points, could the healing frequencies embedded in mantras like Om Namah Shivaya actually reverse biological entropy? Studies show that 174 Hz frequencies reduce pain and promote tissue healing, while 963 Hz awakens higher consciousness states. But here's the survival twist. What if these frequencies don't just heal individual cells, but entire ecosystems? When Hans Jenny studied cymatics, he observed that sound waves create visible patterns in matter. Different frequencies produce different geometric structures. 6. If sound literally organizes matter, could large-scale mantra chanting restructure damaged biospheres? The extinction probability paradox. Current extinction models suggest civilization has perhaps a 10% chance of surviving the next century without radical intervention. Yet the prosperity mantras encode something extraordinary. They're designed to manifest abundance during scarcity. The Kuber mantra Om Shrim Reem Kleem Viteshvaraya Namangha doesn't just attract wealth, it transforms the vibrations of lack into frequencies of abundance. 10. Could this principle scale to planetary survival? When quantum consciousness research shows that collective meditation can reduce crime rates in urban areas, we glimpse the potential. Synchronized prosperity mantras might literally shift Earth's vibrational signature from decay to regeneration, magnetic field disruption, and spiritual awakening. As Earth's magnetic field continues weakening, exposing us to increased cosmic radiation and potentially triggering massive technological failures, something curious is happening. Spiritual awakening is accelerating globally. Could magnetic field disruption be catalyzing consciousness evolution? The Gayatri mantra, chanted for over 3,000 years, begins with Om Bur Bhuva Svaha, addressing Earth, atmosphere, and cosmic realms. 7. Ancient sages seem to have encoded instructions for navigating planetary magnetic transitions. When you chant these frequencies during geomagnetic instability, you're not just seeking prosperity, you're anchoring consciousness stability during cosmic chaos. The prosperity survival matrix convergence. Here's the revelation that changes everything. Prosperity and planetary survival aren't separate challenges, they're quantum entangled aspects of the same vibrational field. The Sanskrit mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, known as the ultimate success mantra, balances material and spiritual abundance. 11. But what if material abundance includes a thriving biosphere, and spiritual abundance means collective consciousness capable of reversing ecological collapse? When you understand that the 888 Hz frequency used in wealth manifestation also promotes cellular regeneration. 12. You realize these mantras weren't designed just for individual prosperity. They're technologies for species survival. Ancient wisdom meets climate emergency. The pattern interrupt here will shatter conventional thinking. While governments debate carbon credits and technological solutions, the ancient prosperity mantras might contain the real climate solution. The Om Kleem Krishnaya Nama mantra, dedicated to Krishna's abundance consciousness, Operates on frequencies that create coherence in chaotic systems. 11. Could synchronized global chanting create the vibrational coherence needed to stabilize Earth's climate systems? When quantum physics reveals that consciousness collapses probability waves into reality, mass consciousness focused through prosperity frequencies might literally manifest ecological abundance from environmental scarcity, the survival frequency renaissance. As we face simultaneous ecological collapse, economic instability, and social fragmentation, the prosperity mantras offer something unprecedented. Their survival technologies disguised as wealth attraction tools. The Durga mantra Om Dum Durgai Namah Ha traditionally removes financial difficulties. 10. But Durga is also the fierce protector goddess. What if this mantra removes obstacles to planetary protection? Every time you chant for abundance, you're participating in a quantum field experiment with species-level implications. The survival matrix suggests that individual prosperity consciousness, when multiplied across millions of practitioners, creates the morphic field necessary for civilizational regeneration. The quantum shaman's final revelation. Here's what the extinction probability calculations don't factor in: human consciousness operating through ancient acoustic technologies. When Vedic texts describe mantras that can connect the chanter with higher spiritual realms, 3, they're describing quantum field access, the ability to tap into information beyond local space-time limitations. As biodiversity collapse accelerates and climate systems destabilize, we're not just facing environmental challenges, we're experiencing a consciousness evolution crisis. The prosperity mantras aren't just about manifesting money, they're about manifesting the elevated consciousness necessary for planetary stewardship. The 432 Hz frequency that underlies many Sanskrit mantras resonates with Earth's natural harmonic signature 5. When millions of humans align their consciousness with this planetary frequency through mantra practice, we create what quantum physicists call macroscopic quantum coherence, the spontaneous organization of complex systems into higher-order patterns. The thermodynamic revolution begins now. Every morning when you chant, money flows freely into my life. 13. You're not just affecting your bank balance, you're participating in a quantum field experiment that could determine whether human civilization survives the next century. The ancient sages encoded survival instructions in prosperity mantras because they understood something we're rediscovering. Abundance consciousness and ecological healing operate on the same vibrational frequencies. As Earth's life support systems reach critical tipping points, the prosperity mantras reveal their true purpose. They're consciousness technologies for navigating civilizational transformation. When you align your individual abundance with planetary healing, you become a quantum shaman, a bridge between ancient wisdom and future survival. The survival matrix is clear. Either we evolve our consciousness fast enough to reverse ecological collapse, or we become another data point in the universe's extinction statistics. The prosperity mantras offer both the method and the frequency. The question is, will enough humans activate these acoustic technologies before the thermodynamic window closes? Your next chant isn't just about manifesting wealth. It's about manifesting the vibrational signature of a thriving civilization. In a universe where consciousness shapes reality and sound shapes consciousness, every mantra becomes an act of planetary healing. The ancient sages understood. True prosperity means abundance for all life. The survival frequencies are waiting. The question is, are you ready to become quantum shamans of planetary abundance?